What's good, boys? Welcome back to another 10K funded eval trading recap. Um, Today was so awful, dude. And I mean, just look at this. Market opens, right? We flushing to the downside, retracement, candle closure, short off this, chop, chop, chop. Basically had to take profit. And that was my first trade, got stopped out on this. But if you actually look at it, we never peaked above these highs. And then on the 5 minute, we formed a 5 minute SMT. And then, yeah, because if you look at Euro USD, we are way up here. This, I can just get rid of that. We're way up here on Euro USD. But on GBP, we are just a little bit lower. So we have a little bit of an SMT. And off this, I'm like, I never actually got stopped out. I kind of want to take another trade so I'm not losing, but I will only answer if I get full confirmation. What is full confirmation? 1 minute break of structure, we get that. 1 minute retracement, we retrace into this 1 minute gap. And then off that, we break structure to the and then off this, after we retrace into the 1 minute gap, we get a 1 minute break of structure, which is full confirmation. I put my stops right above these highs, and the same thing with the stop loss happens. We literally were ripping. So off this, I'm like, okay, if we get, I was in with like $50 here, was in 200 here, because I am not supposed to take a second trade. The only exception was that I never really got stopped out, so I was really thinking we could maybe actually go lower. But then off this, we literally just down. Just down, go lower at all. When we take out 30-minute lows here, that's all we get though. And then we reverse, go higher, I get stopped out off this, and then it just does the same thing the whole day. But the only thing we maybe could have caught would have been a little bit of like a baby long up to these highs, which aren't really draws on liquidity to be real. I think today was just a little bit of a choppy day because like what happens after this? It just goes up and down, up and down, up and down until finally at like 7 we get a move down to take out my initial draw on liquidity. But look what happens. Like so, look at this. Not even stopped out. Not even stopped out. Barely stopped out. This is at 516. This is at 521. Those are pippets, by the way, not even a pip. A pip is like this, 516 and 526. This is a pip's difference. That's actually kind of a lot to be real. But literally, if this becomes our trade, giving us a pip of wiggle room from the stop loss, we're in this trade for like 4 hours. But if we just set full take profit here, which we would have done after 4, then dude, literally, we would have taken a win. So yeah, just kind of choppy market conditions today. Off the second trade, I'm not really gonna plan to take a second trade ever again. I should have just dealt with my loss and said, okay, whatever, I lost today. I'll just make up for it tomorrow. I'll take a win tomorrow. That's the. But yeah, like literally, longs kind of would have been pretty good to take because on your USD we were the leading index. And literally off market open, we kind of get a break. But you really would have wanted to take longs off this, off the break of structure, favorite I get retracement, candle closure, and then you would long ideally up to these highs, or maybe even all the way up to these highs, dude. It's kind of a long shot, but bro, it probably would have freaking worked. You get longs all the way up to these highs, bro. You could have caught this. But not to be real, I think maybe we would have had some sort of reason to close longs a little sooner, and longs would have been kind of just off this. But yeah, maybe could have caught a little baby long here. The main move to catch today for GBP at least was shorts because if you just look at it, you literally can see, like if you look at it from 3 hour to 4 hour, which is trade time, which move is bigger? The leg down. So we would have wanted to ideally catch shorts today. We could have maybe taken some profit, gotten like $50 off this 30-minute low here, or when we were just ripping down here, could have just been like, okay, we're just gonna close because we're sweeping lows. I did want to close here, but I really thought we could hit my OG target. It's wrong though, but it's whatever. We'll try to play the markets better tomorrow. Just a little unlucky, pretty choppy day today. Price literally did end up going down even lower and hitting every single one of my take profits today, which is a little annoying, but it's whatever, dude. Um, so really today more of a mistake of just over risking, but yesterday I should have taken a win, so really I should just be break even, but instead I'm down 500 on the funded and about 200 this week, and on the month no clue. Yeah, honestly, no idea how much I'm down on the month, but how much I'm down on the month is probably how much I'm down on the funded. So I'm down 500 on the month. New month starts tomorrow, so I'm gonna just like the week I'm gonna keep the same, but the month I'm just gonna say month is over, new month begins. We're starting it on Wednesday, and yeah, hopefully we can at least be profitable on the week, take a win tomorrow and Thursday, and after that if that's what happens, I'm not gonna trade Friday because Friday has an insane amount of news that I'd like to avoid. Because we go to the weekly thing, we have Wednesday. This could be a problem. Probably won't. This is literally chill. This will just give us a liquidity sweep. But then you go to Friday, it's literally a bank holiday, but it's only on Euro, so I'm not gonna say it's that impossible to catch a trade. President's gonna speak again. That did kind of move the market. And then, yeah, all of this news. And I did some back testing. We had literally the same exact news like 2 months ago, and it caused a big rip of price. So I know ideally this will move the markets. So this could make our take profit get hit later. Could also be chill though, but it just depends. If we're up and we're profitable by Friday, then bang, bro, we'll just stay off, secure our profits. But if we are like break even, like we take a win and a loss, if we take two losses, the fund account's blown. If we take a win and a loss, I'm gonna trade Friday because obviously like I'm trying to be up on the week, you know? And why would I wait to trade like because I'm probably just gonna blow this first eval anyways. Well, yeah, anyways, that's enough for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys want to see more trading recaps. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for our next 10K funded eval recap.